Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is March 28, 2025, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here and take a quick look at these charts and see what we see. Let's maximize this quarterly chart and resize this. And what we see, we still see this bearish engulfing at the top. Bearish engulfing at the top, closing just below this yearly pivot and all. Not a good sign, because again, if we slip below that, end up closing below that, again, there's a good chance, a good probability that we can actually come down here to this support one level, which is at 380 and all. That's 15 plus another $20 and all. That's $35 down here is where we can actually go before we get a bounce, and that can take a couple of months, 2-3 months. That might be not until the end of next quarter and all that we get down here. So that's 2-3 months and all that what I'm looking at. But we do have a bearish pattern at the top of the market. That's the ideal location where you want to see these patterns at, and just see if you get that confirmation candle coming through on that. That confirmation candle will be something coming down here like this and all. See if it actually happens. But until then, just trade accordingly to your trading plan and your trading strategies. But let's go ahead and go down here to this monthly chart and see what we see here on this monthly chart. Again, we look like for this quarter and all, this is monthly, but by the end of this month, I am seeing that we will be below the 9-10 moving average. Right now, technically, we are in a bear market, and that will, at the end of the month, since it closed there, we will, everybody can say, bearish market, bear market. That's where we're at and all. And come next month and all, we're going to be opening below this quarterly pivot. So again, there's a good chance that this market will end up making a candle coming down somewhere in this area right here and all. Is what I'm kind of expecting and all. No trade recommendation, just what I see, what can happen, because we're already there pretty much. There's 15 points plus another 15 points plus another 2 points, the way I'm doing my math. 17 points down. And this candle right here is larger than 17 points right here. So easily come next month, we can be down here at this point if this market continues to the downside, and that's what I see right now. And if we're in a bear market, we go ahead and do that continuation. We had a bearish harami back here, and we've gotten confirmation. This was your confirmation candle. As long as it closes, down here somewhere. And then if you get a follow-through candle, it's going to be easily coming down, in my opinion, easily coming down here to this point right here. And then maybe we can start expecting a bounce, because you can look at the tails back here on this candle here when it came down here in this area, how it came out of here, the tails that you got here on this candle when it came down here in this area. That might be the point where we're going. So we may have another month of pain for us bullish traders before we see any relief coming, and this market maybe want to turn back around. But we just got to just pay attention to what's going on in this world and in this country to see what's happening, and pay attention to what's going on the chart at this time. And the chart is telling us right now to sit. I have to kind of like sit on my hand, keep my trades small at this time, to keep my losses small at this time, and that's just the way it is at this time. But let's go ahead and go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there on this weekly chart. On this weekly chart, again, we had what looked like was maybe a piercing pattern, and we had some thinking, but I said this piercing. Go back. I said this piercing pattern wasn't my ideal type piercing pattern. I like a piercing pattern to come. The wick to come up even a little bit higher. I want to see a good piercing pattern, and I really would like to see this candle switched around the other way, where it was more like this, type of piercing pattern going to the upside, not like this trying to come off the bottom. That's why, again, I didn't think this market was too strong at this time, and it actually gave me a hard time this whole week. But right now, it's just still looking funny with this downward drop. We didn't break the low down here with this push down. But again, come next month, we may, what I'm looking at come next month, this is the pivot. We're going to be opening below that pivot. So we can see easily, let me see if I can try to show you here. We're going to open below here. We're going to open below this point right here. If we open below that point right there, there's a kind of like a high, I don't know, that we can end up somewhere close to 400 by the end of next month, if not before. That's what I'm seeing now, and easily, before, next month. Because if we get any kind of follow-through candle on what we're seeing here, it's going to be down here somewhere like this. So it's going to be close to that area. Because now being below pivot, I expect the market to stay below pivot, and I expect it to come somewhere close to this level here. And this is a weekly chart, so this can happen within the next couple of weeks is what I'm thinking. But that's it. That's enough of that. Let's go ahead and go down to the daily chart and see what we see there. On this daily chart, zoom in here. Again, this is the whole consolidation thing that was happening last week. That was kind of like, this market is trying to go somewhere, it can't go anywhere. Which way is it going to go? Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Then it gave us that fake out, like it wanted to go up. But then the next day, it couldn't do anything. Then the day after that, it ended up going lower. And then after that, it just continued to the downside. That's why right now, we got to see if this is going to actually act as support again once it comes down. Hear me, once it comes down to this level and all, or is it going to end up dropping below this level here and go down to your 400 number here real soon and all. And that's all I really want to share at this time. Again, it's a lot of pressure to the downside. We had one leg down, one up. It's time for that other leg back to the downside and all. And that's what I'm kind of like seeing. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Doesn't look good here for us bulls. Again, we got to get into our head to play this thing on the downside or sit on our hands and all. That's all I can say about that and all. So that's it. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Have a great weekend. And I'll chat with you come next week. Have a good one. This is Right Side Trader. Bye.